Are you sure the toys in your house are just toys? Have you ever woken up to find them slightly out of place? Maybe they aren't where you left them. Because when the lights go out, when the doors are locked, some toys come to life. A small town toy store, abandoned for years, but still filled with forgotten playthings. Once, it was filled with laughter, children running between shelves. Now it stands silent, except for the whispers. They say, if you stand outside past midnight, you can hear them moving. Not the wind, not the building settling, but tiny footsteps. And something worse. Something dragging across the floor. It started when the owner vanished. One night, he locked up, but never left. The next morning, the doors were still bolted, but the store was empty. The only thing they found was his shoe and a single porcelain doll sitting on the counter, smiling. The store was shut down, forgotten. But one night, a group of teenagers, looking for a thrill, decided to break in. Just for fun, just to see if the stories were true. The second they stepped inside, the air changed. Heavy and thick. The scent of old plastic, and something rotten. The shelves stretched endlessly in the darkness. Rows of dolls, their painted eyes catching the faint moonlight. Stuffed animals slumped in unnatural positions. A rocking horse. Moving. Just slightly. Their first mistake? Splitting up. They laughed, dared each other to go deeper, into the aisles, where the shadows pooled. And then, the first whisper. A tiny giggle. Sharp. High-pitched. Not one of theirs. Then, something shifted. A creak. The sound of tiny feet, tapping against the floor. One of them turned. And swore he saw a doll moving. Not fall. Not tip over. Moving. Then came the first scream. A figure in the dark. Small. Wrong. Limbs twisted, jerking like a puppet on strings. Glass eyes reflecting the dim glow of their flashlights. And in its tiny porcelain hand, something sharp. The others ran. Through the aisles. Through the maze of shelves, the walls of forgotten toys. But the toys didn't stay forgotten. They moved. They shifted. They waited. Then, one of them tripped. His ankle slashed. Achilles tendon severed. He clawed at the floor, but the dolls were already there. Tiny hands grabbing, pulling. His screams cut off. Too soon. The others? They ran. They made it to the door. Locked. The lights flickered. And then, darkness. The last thing they heard? The sound of the rocking horse. Creak. 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 But that wasn't the end. The store should have been empty. Should have stayed abandoned. But something changed. The owner's family came back, demanding answers. They tried to get the police involved, but the town refused. No one wanted to touch the place. No one wanted to wake whatever slept inside. Desperate, the owner's brother hired a private investigator. A skeptic. Someone who didn't believe in ghosts, or haunted stories. Just a job, another paycheck. He walked in, flashlight cutting through the dust. But the dust was disturbed. Footprints, small ones. Leading deeper inside. He followed them. Past the shelves. Past the grinning toys. The air grew thick, oppressive. Then, the static. His radio crackled. A child's voice, soft and humming. Then, the laughter. A chorus. A dozen, 100 tiny voices. From the walls, the ceiling, the shelves. The dolls turned. All at once. Their mouths opened. The investigator ran. But something grabbed his ankle. Tiny fingers, dozens of them. Dragging him down. His screams joined the chorus. Days later, the store was empty again. Silent. The investigator? Never found. But a new doll appeared in the window. A doll with his face. The town stays away now. No one speaks of it. The doors remain locked. But sometimes, if you listen closely at night, you can hear them. Tiny footsteps. Giggling. The creak of a rocking horse. Waiting. And if you ever find an old doll in a place it shouldn't be, don't take it home. Don't touch it. And whatever you do, never turn your back on it. Love this spine-chilling story? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales that will keep you awake at night.